Today is going to be a summary of my observations with these dragon fruit cuttings. I started, most of them are November and December last year. Now it's March, so most of them are on the soil for at least 3 to 4 months. And you can see a lot of new growth, and some are not too good. So I'm going to go into detail one by one with you. First one I want to talk about is these four little guys. They are from tissue culture propagations, and when I get them, they are very small. It's like 2 to 3 inches tall, and I was a little disappointed. But look how fast they grow. See all these new growths, long and strong. So even though they start very small, and because the healthy root system, they become the first group, the best group that growing well. And I was very pleased with this group. And the second one I want to talk about is these three guys. This is supposed to be yellow dragon fruit, and it's supposed to be very tasty, very good. So I want to make sure I get the right one. So I bought it from 3 different vendors. These two, this one and this one, I bought it as a rooted cuttings, because I want to make sure I get the right, get them to work. And this one is bought from a cutting, unrooted cutting. This rooted cutting looks doing very well. It have all these new growths already. But this one is the first one I get. It's I think I get on November 5th. It's 4 months old with root. But you can see 4 months they just sit there, has nothing happened at all. It just start to have tiny little bud growing from here. That's a rooted plant. 4 months. I'm not very happy with this guy, and also they are so skinny. It doesn't really look much at all. And this unrooted cutting, you can see it's a very young cutting. When they come, it's much taller, but the top is all dried up. And because of the young cutting, they are kind of slow on growth. It just rooted not long ago, and has no new growth yet. So maybe it's the variety characteristics with slow growing. I'm not sure, but at least I get one that's have a good growth. So we'll see. We'll compare them. They're all from different vendors, so I had no idea. When you're buying things from eBay, it's kind of a very trust system. They says they are yellow dragon fruit, and then I had to trust them. But maybe after 2-3 years, it turns out it's not yellow dragon fruit, and I have nothing. It's nowhere to complain, kind of, because before I got some strawberry. It says a blue strawberry. I said, oh, that's interesting. I bought some seeds, and after the whole year I grow them up, it turns out it's not blue strawberry. It's a tiny little strawberry, like a wild strawberry. I tracked back the seller and sent them the photo, and all I got is says, wow, you really get that far, and that's it. No apologize and nothing. So we'll see. This yellow dragon fruit is really turning into a yellow dragon fruit or not. And this group is the largest group I have, And this is from a very reputable vendor. They have very good website, details, description on different varieties. And when you buy them, they give you very healthy plant cuttings, very long. Some of them almost like 3 feet long. So I cut it, some of them, and make it two. One cutting become two of them. So these three, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, are from 3 different cuttings, and these are the bottom portion of the cutting. These are the top portion of the cutting, and you can see the bottom portion seems growing better than the top portion. The top portion are kind of delayed for at least several weeks. That's interesting observation, I think. Maybe the nutrition or whatever is stored in the bottom portion of the cutting more than the top portion, so the bottom portion started growing better. I don't know. And these 3 are younger cuttings. You can tell it's because you can see they are not very meaty, very thin. And when they come, all the top here and top there all dry back a little bit. And this young cutting seems that they're doing well. They're doing very, very well compared to the meaty, mature cuttings. And all 3 of them doesn't really start having any new growth yet. And this all started on. This one is started on November 22nd, and that's a start on December 6th. It's all 3-4 months old, but they're all well rooted. You can tiny little, slightly pulling up. You can feel cutting, something pulling from the bottom. So they all have very good roots, but doesn't have enough nutrition for them to sprout new growth yet. And these 2 I bought from someone. Has you can see they are all very skinny, and when they come they have kind of roots, but it's dry, bare rooted. And I planted, I said, so what the heck, just take a look at it, because they are very cheap. But you can see now they all start to have new growth. All of them start to have new growth. It's pretty good, very interesting. And they are as skinny as that one of the yellow dragon fruit. And that one didn't sprout yet, and this already did. So I'm pretty happy with this guy too. And these 3 are the most disappointing group. You can see only one of them. See, this one has a long ago they already started sprouting new growth, but the rest of it as nothing happened at all. And this one, I put it the other day. You can see it's no roots at all, completely no roots. It's 3 months in the soil. It's no root at all. It's really not that good. And this one doesn't seem to have root either. These 2 looks okay, but they are still green. So I don't know what's the reason why they are not rooting. Maybe it's the quality of the cuttings. I had no idea. So this is a very disappointing group. It all started quite a long time ago. It's on November 15th, and this from December 4th. It's 3 months in soil, no rooting. It's very disappointing. And I want to show you one guy here too. This one is called Cassie Van Aru, and it's supposed to be very tasty dragon fruit. Have a coconut taste and very sweet. And I can't get them anywhere, so I just googled by the name Cassie Van Aru and come up with one guy sell this, but it's not sold as dragon fruit. It's sold as like cactus flower. So, but all the pedigree and everything, the information is correct. So I do think it is dragon fruit. I emailed the guy, the seller says, hey, this is supposed to be dragon fruit and very tasty. Have you tasted their fruit? And he emailed me back, says he's so busy to cutting the stems for selling, and he have not see any fruit yet. So we hope this is dragon fruit. And this is the last one I have ever got. And this one seems already have a little sprouting. So I'm pretty happy with it too. And based on this one, so the length of the cutting is not the problem for rooting or not rooting. This one's so small, but they're rooting pretty well. And these are much bigger than that one, but it has no roots. So I think as soon as the cutting is healthy, it doesn't have to be very long to get roots and have a healthy growth. And I'm thinking maybe next time when I get the long cutting like these guys, I should cut it a little more. Instead of 2, I can make it 4 cuts and have 4 plants growing up in one big pot will be perfect. Now I only have 2. So if you cut in 4, the only waste, it doesn't really have waste any time at all, because all 4 of them will start to sprout. And once they start to grow, they're growing really fast. Doesn't matter the original cutting is longer or like a couple inches longer or a couple inches shorter, doesn't really matter much. So I think they doesn't really need very long piece to root well and grow well. I think that's about it. And that's my old dragon fruit. Someone gave to me with no name, so I had no idea. This is 2 years old. It's very slow growing. And this one doesn't even look like a dragon fruit stem look a little strange. But we'll see what's going on. So that's about it. It's 3-4 months. You just start to grow new shoots. And now it's a spring. Spring's coming, so hopefully they will grow faster. That's about this for today. Thank you for watching.